been a huge point of emphasis for this group, and they honestly have been so successful behind the service line.
Off we go from Durham. Opening touch for Taylor Williams, who had it blocked out. And the first point to the Blue Devils. Williams, a member of the ACC All-Freshman team a year ago, really finding her voice in this sophomore season. There's Megan Wargo-Kearney in her 6th year as part of the NC State staff. Her first season, though, as the Wolfpack head coach.
Yeah, since December, got that head coaching job, but no stranger to this program. Recruited this group. Honestly, her handprint is all over this program. This team has so much buy-in with her. She is truly a player's head coach.
And really, as you mentioned, involved in the process. Really talked about how special this group is. Of course, recruited the freshman class.
Yeah.
This senior class said was the first group that really bought into the vision of the program, and they've got high hopes in Raleigh this year. Blue Devils with back-to-back errors, and NC State with a 1-point lead.
Yeah, NC State right now just putting a lot of pressure on them, and honestly just being disciplined, which is something that has been helping them through their non-conference. The 7 wins through non-conference, now looking to see where they kind of measure up with ACC.
Bondrone serves it in. Zubcevic attacks and gets the tip. First kill of the night for the rookie. We mentioned Ashby Zubcevic at the beginning. Brittany coming off that career-high 16 kills against Davidson. A big weapon for Jolene Nagel's club in her rookie campaign.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great to have some freshmen coming in and having some, honestly, contributing right away. And I think it's a good mix. And Ashby has been able to do that so far.
And right on cue, Courtney Bryant puts it away for the Wolfpack. First kill of the night for Bryant, who is such a great story in the way that she has just evolved over her 4 years.
Yeah, it really is. It's one who's had to really kind of pay for her dues, her time. And then now, as a senior, a 6th rotation player, one of the best receiving outsides as well, due to avid volleyball, and just been huge for the Pack this year.
Zubcevic couldn't fight through the double block, and we get a stoppage as one of the ball kids came over to grab the ball, so we'll just have a do-over. Whoops.
Take 2.
That's right.
It happens.
Lily Cropper has the opportunity to serve for NC State. What do you make of the match so far, 5 points in?
You know, I think right now it's kind of getting some of those jitters out, if you will. It's tough. NC State, they've always said this. It's tough to come into Duke and play and to win here. And it's been a few years since they've won, even in Cameron Indoor as well.
Zubcevic again.
Yeah, and I think Duke, they're coming out strong. I think Zubcevic as well is doing a great job swinging and mixing it up. And again, it's kind of evened out right now. And I'm expecting that moving forward. Get those jitters out and get everybody to settle in.
Charlotte Glass will serve for the Blue Devils. Just the 2nd time this season she has not started as the setter for Duke, but we expect to see her in there a lot. Jolene Nagel, the Duke head coach, still maybe trying to find the right combination, particularly at the setter spot. I think Coach Nagel would love for someone just to come up and grab that starting job.
Yeah, I think that's probably been one of the biggest issues, as you see her right there on the screen, she's waiting for someone to step up. And there has been a lot of lineup differences, changes, from match to match, and I think that's been difficult for her to even find a rhythm.
Zoe Gillen and Malvo off the tip there, but a little long. 5-3 NC State. There's Jolene Nagel in her 27th year as the Duke head coach. 512 wins in Durham, 715 overall as a head coach. Has just done a remarkable job continuing to build this Blue Devil program.
She really has, looking to kind of turn the page in this ACC play right now, try to see where they measure up and continue to grow.
Bryant to the back row. Tough ball for Mylan Godshaw to handle. And blocked out. The point for the Blue Devils to put it within 1.
And this is where Duke can really capitalize on a big block on the other side. With big hands, if not disciplined well, Duke can tool, Duke can use that to their advantage. And that is how they were able to be successful right there.
Samaya Dorsey is checked in for NC State, another member of that talented rookie class. Coach Wargo-Kearney spoke so highly of this freshman group, including Dorsey, who, like many of our other classmates, have been part of this program since the summer.
You know, a lot of the freshmen came in early spring, got a head start, played some spring ball, which helps so much.
Bryant had it go out. Another point for the Wolfpack. Courtney Bryant continuing to showcase why she's the heart and soul of this Wolfpack offense.
You can just see already 2 kills on 3 swings. She's efficient. And that also helps too with just a veteran player and kind of a coach on the floor. She can put it away.
Cross court there nicely by Olivia Wayne. Could not terminate. Opportunity for Von Drone. Set up for Williams off the block. Godshaw plays it for the Blue Devils. Wayne again. Hits it out. And that may be a credit to NC State for the job they did on the Blue Devils that time.
Yeah, and their block is intimidating, and that's what's going to make NC State so difficult is when you see their size at the net. You've got to be smarter and wiser than that when you go to your attacks.
Bryant, another good serve. Wayne off the tip and drops it home. Olivia Wayne, another one of those talented rookies. You're seeing some similarities in these teams tonight with the youth movement for the Blue Devils on the Wolfpack.
Absolutely. The youth is strong, and she's won 2, had 11 kills on their loss this past weekend versus Davidson. Again, a very bright future for her.
And an ace for Mylan Godshaw. That's something Joey Nagel talked to us about this week, the importance of serving tough and serving with pace. And watch the movement here by Godshaw.
And then that is what you call a lethal serve right there. I mean, it's a floater, but when I tell you as a former volleyball player, it is tough to play.
At the net, it's Ngazi Elo for the Blue Devils to tie things up.
And she brings some great size for the Blue Devils there. Just see a strong presence right here, nice and balanced and low. Great discipline block.
Block will be important for NC State tonight. Another opportunity for NC State. A set for Wayne. And NC State has given up the lead as Wayne gets another kill. Back to the block, though, for the Blue Devils. Coach Nagel talked to us about the importance of moving the feet and getting to balls, whether they block them or not, just to have the presence at the net.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much with anticipation with a block as well that you literally have to move your feet. You almost like even in the game of basketball where you have to predict kind of where it's going to come off a goal. Same thing in volleyball. You have to move your feet, kind of anticipate where it's going to go. Then at the same time, you have to be able to have a balance and a discipline with your legs, your arms, your hands, and not touch the net.
Sydney Daniels in to serve for the Wolfpack. Daniels, a local product, went to nearby Raleigh Broughton High School. And we're waiting for the antenna to be repaired here.
Gotta make it straight.
There you go. No, a little more to the left. Just a skosh more. There we go. Okay, now we're ready. Entertaining opening stanza at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Great to have you with us on ACC Network Extra this evening. And what a powerful swing in the middle that time to give the Blue Devils the 1-point lead. It's Ngazi Elo again.
Bryant. So I think if you're NC State, you're trying to see who else they can get going offensively.
A service error there for the Blue Devils, which has been a bit of an issue for Duke over the last couple of years. Coach Nagel talks about serving tough, but they have those inopportune timed errors.
Yeah, it's so tough. It's a fine line, and that's where you want to be aggressive and you want to serve tough, and that's something that NC State has done really well in so far non-conference this year. And
there's the Wolfpack block right on cue. Lily Cropper, the senior, getting it done in the net for the Wolfpack.
Lily Cropper in the middle. You see how low they are, but look at this size, Chris. Just phenomenal. Not much able to go through both of those. Goodness, 2 long girls. Long hands, a big block.
Taylor Williams fights the double block. Williams gets another chance, reloads, and hits it long. Blue Devils asking for the touch, didn't get it. State by 2.
This is a tough one. Blue Devils now with 4 hitting errors already here. Again, that's kind of the biggest difference right now in between the two.
Villar, the redshirt junior, puts it in play again. Williams just finesses one over. Blocked. Williams and Brianna Goss. Goss coming off a career-high 4 blocks against Davidson, involved in the block party there.
A really great team block right here. Both together. A lot of Taylor Williams there too. She has grown so much now as a sophomore. kind of have seen it now whole first year through, see how she can do the sophomore year.
Yeah, Williams, only a 3-rotation player for Duke last year, has really developed her game on the court, but off the court too. Coach Nagel talked about how she's finding her voice in her sophomore campaign.
Yeah, it's so important too. You kind of know how everything's going now. You can be a leader, and I think that's something that she's trying to improve in her, kind of get her to take some ownership and responsibility.
Elo, short arm that one, but it worked out for the Blue Devils. Pulls Duke to within 1.
A sneaky one right there. NC State a little undisciplined, not pressing over for the block.
Elo ready to go. And now the Blue Devils chatting with the chair. I'm not quite sure what the conversation is here. Now we'll be ready to go.
Here we go.
A little bit of a false start, I guess. Floating serve by Elo results in an ace. Second ace of this opening set for Duke.
How about this? A nice little jump floater. You see it going back and forth, but it almost stands still in the air. You've got to move your feet.
Floating serve that time from Elo. Easy ball in the middle. Goss punches it over. Villar sets, blocked by the Blue Devils. Cropper there to keep it going. Bryant looks to terminate and does.
Duke getting a lot of hands on balls. Look at this. An amazing hands right now, but NC State going continually out of system. Courtney Bryant able to put it away.
Bryant hitting 800 so far in this opening set. 4 kills already, and a service error for the Wolfpack. If you're these two head coaches, are you okay with a few service errors tonight?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think, too, when you do serve tough and when you want to have a difficult serve, you're okay with some errors, right? I think it's what you do after that. And I think as a coach, you're then seeing, okay, are you going to able to get a side out? That's what we're looking for.
Tough ball for Godshaw to handle, and Jordan Smith, the rookie, with the kill.
Jordan Smith, a 6'4" freshman, had a lot of high hopes for her coming in this year, and I think she has lived up to all the hype this year.
Only a freshman. Says that when she finishes her collegiate career, her career aspiration to be an influencer.
I love that.
Here's Williams.
I'm sure she will.
And another big swing. And another point for the Wolfpack gives NC State a 15-13 lead. NC State off to a nice start, hitting over 300 in this opening set.
Really get disciplined here if they're going to try to get to the first to 20.
Blue Devils also have 3 service errors that have probably not aided the cause either. NC State puts it in play. Bryant, Godshaw up to play it. Now Wayne in the middle, unable to terminate. Good play by NC State. A lengthy rally continues. And blocked out. Blue Devils to within 1. It's Zubcevic again for the Blue Devils. Fourth kill of the night for Zubcevic. And the Blue Devils doing a nice job at the net, using the block to get to their offense.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to have to do. They can't power through it, right? So you have to be creative, find ways around it, or use it to your advantage.
Bryant, Godshaw digs it for the Blue Devils. Williams with the right hand. At the net, Williams tipped, and Duke has come back to tie it up.
And that's Taylor Williams again, kind of a little bit of a joust at the net, using it to her advantage, a nice tool.
Zubcevic continues with the serve and serves it long. That's sort of been a microcosm of this opening set for Duke at the service line.
Yeah, it really has. Their service efforts have been maybe a little too strong, and that's kind of where you have to do those in-game adjustments and also learn from your teammates.
Serve was something that Coach Nagel said they worked a lot on in practice this week. Von Drone unable to terminate. They'll set Williams again. NC State scrambling to keep it alive. Vondrone. NC State asking for the tip. Wolfpack get it, and State by 2. Another look. See if we can.
Yeah, Duke's
pick
been
up the
doing it.
touch.
Yeah, oh, for sure. All right.
Point for the Wolfpack. Another point for the Wolfpack. It's the block again for NC State. Tremendous job in the middle there by Talia Frankham.
That's another one of those really talented freshmen who's been able to come in and be so successful at the middle.
Prompts Duke to call a timeout. NC State.
Into really just the vision of Coach Megan and all that she wants to do this season. And man, just a lot of talent on that program.
Said her team is coming along on offense, but certainly seems like they're clicking on a pretty high cylinder so far in this opening set. Williams tips it over. Villar now to the back row. Bryant couldn't terminate. Frankham also having a tough time getting that one, and the Blue Devils scrambling to a point.
And this is where Duke can mix it up. They're scrappy. They're mixing up their swings. And NC State just not able to get to every ball.
Is that a hard style to prepare for?
It's exhausting, right? Because you got to cover a little bit of everything, and I think that's where they are right now.
Vondrone now off the tip. Duke resets. Taylor Williams with the right hand punches it over. Sliding over to play it is Kerr. Godshaw, tough contact, and NC State gets the point. That's a tough ball for Godshaw to handle.
Yeah, Vondrone hitting that ball with a lot of power and speed. And that's one thing, too. Anytime there's a free ball or kind of ball out of system, go deep back corner, and it is tough to defend.
Glass, and it's pushed over, and the Blue Devils 2 within 2.
The classic dump, the setter's dump, one of the best plays in college volleyball. How about this? A great serve, nice pass. And how about Charlotte Glass with a kill?
Headsy play by the rookie. Talked about wanting to be an influencer early. Glass has over 4,000 Instagram followers.
Okay, maybe
Wait,
like a few more than me and you.
Sorry, 14,000.
Oh,
yeah.
14.
Yeah,
oh,
that's a little better.
a little better.
And that's a little better swing for Taylor Williams, too, to pull the Blue Devils back to within 1. NC State also in the net there, so a point either way for the Blue Devils, and sensing some momentum, NC State calls timeout.
NC State pretty solid so far, too.
Olivia Wayne out of the timeout for the Blue Devils. And long, no tip. Blue Devils have tied it up. Vondrone just a little bit too strong on that one.
Yeah, and that's what's so hard. She has a big power swing. You just got to make sure that you break that wrist a little bit.
NC State trying to recapture the lead on this serve receive. Vondrone again unable to terminate. Taylor Williams. Vondrone again. Dumped over. NC State ready for it that time. Makovich helps flip it over for the Wolfpack. Lengthy rally here. Elo to the back row. There's Bryant. Vondrone again goes short this time. From the back row. Zubcevic unable to terminate. Boy, this is a lengthy rally that continues. Can Williams terminate for Duke? Yes! Blue Devils by 1.
Long rallies, always so hard, because who is going to grind it out? Taylor Williams with that final stamp on that very, very long rally.
Last 4 points of the set have belonged to the Blue Devils. And Bryant captures some momentum back for NC State. Isn't that what just your go-to player is supposed to do when you need a point?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. And I think, too, Courtney Bryant is just so dynamic, even in the back row, which is so impressive. The senior from Hardy, Virginia. She's made such a name for herself. again, she's done it right. She has worked hard. She's a senior now, having a tremendous career.
Coach Megan talked about Bryant and said, I can't talk about her without getting emotional. Tells you what she has meant to this entire NC State program. Zubcevic starting to earn her worth for this Blue Devil program, putting the Blue Devils back in front.
She's like, I can answer. I can do that too. A great back row attack for her. This is a nice back row attack right outside of the block. Just lack of communication for NC State.
And the Blue Devils give it right back on the service error. That is 5 errors for Duke in this opening set. And in a match that we figure is going to be pretty tightly contested.
Right.
Those unforced errors are so important.
Correct, and that's what, obviously, right now they're still in it. They've got to minimize those, limit those self-inflicted wounds, if you will.
Elo had it blocked in. And the Blue Devils seesaw in front. Nice job fighting through that double block.
This just showcases, I love this slide. It's like a layup in basketball. She just uses her power and strength and powers through the block. 3
kills for Elo. State trying to answer with Bryant, and does. Courtney Bryant, the go-to player for the Wolfpack, comes through again.
And it's great, too, for NC State. She's in the front row now, which is a great option for them. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Cropper sends it over. Zubcevic, ooh, kind of a miss set that time. But Zubcevic, unbothered, puts the Blue Devils 2 points away from a first set victory. And how about Gillian Malveaux using the arm there to help keep the set alive?
Chicken wing, kneecap, elbow, it does not matter, okay? We use all body parts in volleyball if it'll get up.
Charlotte Glass in to serve. Wayne also coming in to play the front row for Quinn. Duke wanted to maybe get a little more size in there. Wayne at 6'3", along with the 6'3" Gillian Malveaux on the front row for the Blue Devils. Left-handed serve there by Glass. There's Bryant. Kept alive by Wayne. Duke sends it over. Bryant again, and it's set point for Duke.
Unbelievable. Duke all over the court right now, Chris. You gotta give it to him. Look at that block. Elo putting it down on the other side.
Now the officials are talking. I think they want to see if Wayne might have crossed the plane there and actually played that ball back to her side. So the down official goes to talk to the chair. Megan Wargo-Kearney, the head coach, getting an explanation. An important decision, and NC State may want to challenge. We'll take another look at it. Ooh, close.
So yeah, did she cross the line? The plane?
Play is, as we thought, going to be under review. We'll get another look at it here from our great team in the control room. The first angle, kind of hard to tell, and even in real time, it was close, but I don't think you could tell definitively one way or the other. Remember the verbiage here, just like it is in a football game, you've got to have indisputable video evidence to overturn the call. This is the best look, and this, I don't know, Brittany, what do you think?
Ooh.
I think the hand is definitely over.
Over.
But where did the ball hit?
Correct.
Did it hit the wrist? Did it hit the forearm?
Right. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
Just that look, I didn't see anything there to be overly convincing one way or the other.
Correct. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. A great effort. Goodness.
A bit of a rarity. Both officials over to take a look here. You don't typically see that. but an important.
Yeah, and she came down.
Yeah, she came down from the chair.
She need to get her steps up, okay?
I mean, same, honestly.
She hadn't hit that 10K yet today.
Obviously an important call here. If the call stands or is confirmed, it's set point and a couple of set points for Duke. For NC State, if they get the call, you're back to a 1-point first set and what feels like a big set for both these teams to win, given how tight this game might be moving forward.
It matters, and I think that's why Coach Megan made that challenge. She knows what's at stake. Also, just to get that kind of that statement, that first set, and kind of fight for her team.
A lengthy review here. I'm not sure if they just don't have a look at it. And we'll look at it one more time. Watch the ball with Wayne's arm. Ugh. That is so hard to tell.
Yeah, it is.
And the call will be upheld. So the Blue Devils do get the point. I just don't think there was enough evidence to overturn it.
I agree.
Coach Wargo Kearney getting an explanation. So now a couple of set points for the Blue Devils. And Charlotte Glass, with her over 14,000 Instagram followers, serves for the set. Bryant pulls the Wolfpack right back in it.
Bryant having an outstanding first set. Fighting every way she can to keep her team in this set.
Match leading 7 kills for Bryant. Smith serves it. Zubcevic gives the Blue Devils the opening set. The rookie, Ashby Zubcevic, with her 7th kill. And here inside camera, a seesaw opening set that belonged to the Blue Devils. NC State had it blocked, tipped back, punched over that time by Cropper. Zubcevic unable to terminate it, hits the scoreboard. We play on. Smith just couldn't handle it. And NC State a little out of sorts to start the second set.
Duke's block came on really late in that first set, carrying over into this one. Brianna Goss doing a great job being disciplined at the net.
Great play by Bondren there. Godshaw couldn't keep it alive. And the Wolfpack with their first point of set number 2. Jordan Smith, the rookie. We just talked about this freshman class involved in the action there. And I think the Blue Devils may want to ask for a review. Not sure if the Blue Devils were challenging the touch or maybe that a member of the Wolfpack was in the net.
Yep, that's my thought.
But Coach Nagel pretty quickly came over and asked for the review. I think the Blue Devils are asking maybe the setter here in the net. Let's watch.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah.
Villar grazing the bottom of the net. That should be a point for the Blue Devils. Getting the call is being reversed. It will be a point for the Blue Devils, and so Duke out to a 2-0 lead in set number 2. Good use of the challenge. Do you like the challenges?
I do. I do. I think sometimes, as we all were imperfect, we miss calls.
Yes.
So, like in that one.
Yeah. I just wish we had a little quicker process.
A little more continuity.
Yeah, let's
like
just,
a 60-second.
Yeah, let's just arrive at the conclusion a little quicker.
I agree. I've been a part of some long ones.
Nice job by Smith, bouncing right back for NC State. You know, we were talking about some of the NC State folks, and we talked about Smith and how she's lived up to the hype, but can also be really tough on herself.
Oh, yeah, and I think that's so great. That just makes a great player. We're talking a freshman, and we were talking to some of their staff earlier, and they said she's kind of talking to herself out on the court, and she's a leader, and I love that about her, and again, already as a freshman making a big impact.
Bryant with too much power, but it was tipped, and now the Blue Devils have given up back-to-back points. NC State has evened it up.
Yeah, Courtney Bryant now with another kill. Even we were talking with Coach Jolie Nagel this week, even about Bryant, she said she's a baller. she's a baller, and she wouldn't back down for anything, and I love that about that compliment.
Fitting that someone with the last name Bryant is referred to as a baller.
I know.
And right on cue, Bryant balling again for the Wolfpack.
Just tremendous, the senior with just so much talent. Finesse as well, but you can just see a lot of power in her swing.
6th rotation player for the first time in her career. Has given NC State a 1-point lead. Zubcevic answers for the Blue Devils.
Can we talk about her swing? Man. Zubcevic, look at this. Kind of unassuming approach right there, but so much. She's got hang time. We're talking on the roster, she's 6 foot. Like, that's amazing.
Service error for the Blue Devils, and hits a heavy ball, too.
Yes, yes. And that was one of the things that Coach Jolie Nagel talked to us about, was that, you know, she's got to be able to mix it up, especially with, you know, a big hand or a big block on the other side.
One of those freshman learning moments in the preseason, the non-conference portion of the schedule. Another one of those talented rookies for the Blue Devils, Zoe Gillen-Malveaux with the kill. Been really impressed with the job Duke has done at the net so far tonight.
Yeah, they've done a great job. I think coming off of their 2 really tough losses last weekend, you've got to be hungry. You've got to be hungry coming into ACC play and honestly ready to just kind of start this new chapter.
But I think that is probably the one issue that the Blue Devils would love to see cleaned up, that being the service line. Yeah. Giving up a lot of points tonight, and even in some of those non-conference matches, they feel like they should have won.
No doubt, and I think the service errors have been a huge component. I think the other ones have just been a communication piece has also, and I think that comes with different lineups as well.
And Coach Nagel did admit that one of the weaknesses of this team is maybe their communication, and said that they really need to work on their on-court communication. Yeah,
and that comes with leadership. That comes with who's going to step up, and I think, again, we're talking a very youthful group. Taylor Williams, I think some of these sophomores have to find their voice. I think that's what often happens as a student athlete. You've had such upperclassmen for so long, and now it's your turn.
But all that being said, Coach Nagel did praise the culture of this team.
Yes.
Talked about how tight of a group this was, and maybe paying dividends here so far in the early portions of this game.
Absolutely. I think it's been a challenging non-conference for them, and I think still if you can keep your morale up, anything can happen.
Off the block, Duke resets, bumped over by Wayne, and driven home by Samaya Dorsey, another talented freshman for NC State.
Yeah, this is one where Coach Wargo Kearney has told us that she's been most surprised by her. Samaya she was one that was under-recruited as a freshman and has been great from the right side.
I'm curious about the under-recruited comment, as Williams had it blocked right off of her body, and NC State gets the point. In the era of the transfer portal, maybe a player like Dorsey flies under the radar more than maybe she would have 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, it's tough, because I do think obviously now recruiting is happening most in the transfer portal, less, you know, ground roots, freshmen, sophomores, things of that nature. And maybe she was 2nd or 3rd string on her club team, something like that. So it does happen, but obviously found her place at NC State.
Vondran again for the Wolfpack.
Vondran, just a really big swing in system for the junior.
Vondran and Bryant becoming pretty balanced attack for NC State this evening. And a bit of a too heavy ball that time from Zubcevic. It's a 5-point lead for NC State. And Jolie Nagel and the Blue Devils call for time. It's NC State out to a foul.
All non-conference long, so it's a big point of their game plan coming into tonight. And everyone knows NC State, they serve tough. They love to ace people.
Flipped over in the middle there by Frankham. Williams finesses one. Macevic up to play it and leaves it away for Dorsey, who terminates the point. NC State scored the last 6 of this second set.
NC State with a little bit of momentum right now. You can just see, look, how about this? An out of system play. Always great to see. And Dorsey just putting it away.
And unfortunate for Duke, Godshaw trying to get out of the way of that will result in the first ace of the night for the Wolfpack. Kind of wrong place, wrong time for Godshaw. Fitting that it's Courtney Bryant who has the ace.
Yes.
Bryant, who leads the ACC. That was her 24th ace of the season. Now Duke trying to quell the run. A powerful swing by Gillian Malveaux to get the Blue Devils back on the board.
Yeah, that's exactly how you get a side out. If you're Duke, you've got to have a good first touch, be able to get a side out and get Courtney Bryant away from the service line.
Godshaw serving for Duke. Wayne flips it over and good things happen. NC State a little trouble with that one. And it's back-to-back points for Duke.
Olivia Wayne, a freshman, right side, 6'3". She's done a great job with a big swing there. 2 kills for her on the night.
Kind of a throwback, both these programs, with their freshmen and sophomores that are getting so much playing time. Powerful swing by one of the upperclassmen. Vondren, the junior, gives the Wolfpack another point.
Yeah, she's one too. Comes in with a lot of experience. Coach Megan Wargo-Kearney telling us that even her upperclassmen, she's had a big part in their recruitment and sharing her vision.
Daniel serves. Elo has it tipped and gets the point. And Gazi Elo has really become a force in the middle.
Yeah, she really has, and it really all starts with a great first ball, so you got to attribute a phenomenal serve receive. But how about that? It's kind of a 3 ball. It's in between middle and out, and just a really great speed for her.
And just as Duke had snatched some momentum, a service error. That is the 8th error for Duke tonight compared to just 2 aces.
Yeah, definitely one you want to start reeling in a little bit. Man, it's so tough, right? Because the game could be totally different. But again, you just kind of have to be in the moment, be where your feet are, and just, again, focus on the next one.
But isn't it kind of two-edged sword there? Because if you don't serve tough, maybe you're giving up too many easy balls for the other team to handle.
Correct, yeah. And if you are Duke, right, do they even, I don't think they have any aces.
They have 2 aces.
2 aces, yes. Okay. Yeah, so you definitely are going to be able, you're going to have to give up some.
Duke out of system, but NC State unable to capitalize. The Blue Devils catch a break. Now Taylor Williams. Line drive serve for Williams. Villar sets it up in the middle. Zubcevic unable to terminate. Just tipped over that time by Avery Hamlin, who's checked in for Duke. Godshaw for the Blue Devils. In the middle, Elo had it tipped. Back row attack for Bryant. And gets another kill.
When all else fails, find your best player on the back row. Courtney Bryant, man, just what a swing for her. 11 kills already on the night.
Hitting .588, just doing it all for the Wolfpack this evening. Spot of perspiration there, they'll get it up.
Little breather.
Vondren ready to serve. Do you know Vondren can yodel?
Can you?
No, can you?
No.
I bet you could. You can work on it. We'll come back to that later on tonight.
Okay, yeah, let me go practice. Be right back.
Gottschall bumps it up for Zubcevic. And blocked in by the Blue Devils. It's Elo and Zubcevic again for Duke.
Tell you what, Zubcevic as a freshman doesn't really look like a freshman. How about this? Great patience, pressing over, good discipline. Yeah, that's what they worked on all week in practice.
Pulls the Blue Devils to within 5. Elo floats the serve over. Bryant in the front row. Nice recovery by Duke. In the middle, it's blocked again. Gillian Malveaux, and it's a block party for the Blue Devils.
There's a reason why she leads the Blue Devils in blocks. How about that? Great patience, nice quick hands and quick feet.
Coach Nagel said Gillian Malveaux is making a difference in the middle. It might be the understatement of the year.
Yeah.
And once again, Courtney Bryant right on cue. Anytime NC State needs a point, it's been Bryant that's come up clutch.
Yeah, she really has, and that's the reason why she's leading this team in points, in aces and kills, and she knows how to terminate.
Served in for Gottschall. Gillian Malveaux. And I think the Blue Devils might have been in the net there. They were. And NC State starting to pull away a little bit here in this second stanza. Six-point lead for the Wolfpack. Make it a 5-point lead as NC State with a service error. Only their second error of the night. So they're serving tough, and unlike Duke, they're serving it in. Serving
tough within the boundary lines, right?
Yes.
Just like we tell our kids.
That one was touched, and unfortunately for Kerr, kind of grazed her arm, and it'll be an ace for Avery Hamlin, the sophomore from Austin, Texas.
And this is what Duke did in the first set. They were tough, they were fighting, they were gritty. That's why they were able to grind out that first set.
Bryant to the back row. Zubcevic finds a seam and scores. Timeout, NC State. Duke all of a sudden to within 3. Duke's learned that's carried over to tonight.
Well, and those are the ones that keep you up at night, right? Because you were right there and you know you can put it away.
NC State still leading by 3, trying to even the match up. Zubcevic pulls the Blue Devils to within 2. Pretty strong debut for the rookie in the ACC.
Yeah, look at this, and she's having fun doing it, that's for sure. And it's a nice quick ball. It's getting out there really fast, and you got to attribute that to their setting and really great passing.
A very ill-timed service error again by the Blue Devils. And now we'll see if NC State, who's got the service back, can go on a run. Jordan Smith serving for NC State. Oh, a tough serve right at Taylor Williams. Now Williams from the back row. They'll set up, guess who? Courtney Bryant.
Why not?
Was blocked out that time. I thought blocked out by the Blue Devils. Yeah, 19-15.
Yes.
The in-arena scoreboard is incorrect. It's 19-15 NC State. Williams from the back row. At the net. Oh, a terrific play by the rookie Smith. Another rookie. And Zubcevic, now they battle again at the net, and it's Wayne who puts it home for Duke. All of the freshmen involved for both sides.
Oh, Charlotte Glass with the fingertip set. Watch this, our amazing crew got that one. Oh, right down on the 10-foot line. That was beautiful.
Wayne having a nice night. 4 kills, hitting .273. And an easy ball at the net, but a good recovery there by NC State. And that time the Blue Devil block unable to grab that one. And NC State doing just enough to keep the Blue Devils in arm's reach.
Just enough. Made that first to 20. Now if you're NC State, can you finish? Can they be tough? Grind this one out.
Gillian Malveaux didn't mean to touch that one, but it comes to Williams. Blue Devils have to reset. Williams again with the right hand. And into the net. Little miscommunication there. Both like Bryant and Makovec got tangled up.
It's tough, right? There is a whole defensive system with blocking. You have to be really, really good at also defending your areas and your angles around the block, and it's so easy to mistake that.
Ooh, and just long by the Blue Devils.
Looked in up here.
Close.
Need to get my eyes checked.
Mine too. Sydney Daniels is in now for NC State. Served in. Wayne tries to go cross court and gets the tip. And Duke refusing to go away in this second stanza.
Olivia Wayne has been a great presence from the right side, balancing that offense, especially with Ashby over there on the left. You got to be able to balance that offense and really put pressure on the other side.
5 kills and just 1 error for Wayne so far this evening. Vondren had it blocked. Charlotte Glass, another talented rookie for the Blue Devils.
This freshman class, Charlotte Glass, she's been great already, setting the ball so well, and how about a presence at the net for her?
7 blocks for Duke tonight, really keeping them in it, despite the fact they've now got 11 service errors.
Yeah, and honestly, that's what has to happen, right? One area of your game plan kind of not going to plan. You got to make it up in other ways, and honestly, they're blocking out of their minds, and that's got to be a huge tribute to their practice this week. Maybe how things went last weekend. Hey, we got to turn things around, and they've done it today.
Probably would like to see the service errors turn around. I mean, 11 seems like a pretty big number, not even through 2 sets.
Yeah, it really is. And sometimes, too, you know, being a former athlete, sometimes it's all in your head, right? Like, you just got to, like, play free when you get out there.
Kind of like my golf game.
That's right. Play free. Free and light.
Elo terminates again, and Duke still hanging around.
Yeah, Elo's had a great season so far. Made that all-tournament team, the Mountain Classic. Again, really involved in the blocking as well.
Smith, Godshaw with the dig. Now just a miss set. Quinn didn't really handle it great for the Blue Devils, and that setting error has given NC State some cushion late in the second set. Vondren to serve. Zubcevic had it blocked. A chance and a great dig by Villar. Smith at the net. Good recovery by the Wolfpack. Bryant just got it over. Zubcevic gets the chance with the right hand. Hits it long, and it's set point for NC State. And Duke calls a timeout. Trying to Vondren serves a tough ball that might have been heading out. Zubcevic off the tip. They'll set Bryant, and fitting that she puts it away. Courtney
Match.
Eliza Villar gets us going in set number 3 with a service error. Only the 3rd error for NC State tonight.
You know, and I think if you're this Duke volleyball team, they're looking to get some confidence, right? Like they haven't been on the win side in a while, and that was something that Coach Jolie Nagel talked to us about, was she wants her group to get that confidence and try to build some momentum. What do you know?
Another error. Duke's lost their last 3, including 2 last week up in Boone to Appalachian State and Davidson. actually lost a game, a neutral site game at Reynolds Coliseum, home of NC State a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
So the Blue Devils trying to bounce back. Wolfpack trying to bounce back too after disappointing loss to Old Dominion last time out. And how about the Blue Devils once again going to the middle? Zoe Gillen-Malveaux, the rookie.
Yeah, and I think that's a great play. Their middles have been really good. We're talking getting those swings. It's a one-on-one at the middle, so really great option for Duke.
Blue Devils serve it in. Off the tip, nice recovery. And then an even better block by Quinn. Zubcevic off the tip. Good rally brewing. And a big swing to put it away for Jordan Smith. 4 kills for Smith. She's kind of gone under the radar with how impactful she's been tonight.
Oh, yeah. You can just tell, too, just the maturity, honestly, from the entire freshman class. Just maybe how they carry themselves. Coach even telling us just how mature they were. But, man, Jordan Smith, just a big swing and a big body from the outside.
Lily Cropper has the honor. And an unfortunate swing from Zubcevic. Skimmed the net, resulted in the ball going out. One more look at it.
Yeah, she's one, too, that she also is able to cut it. And I could see where she was going right there. She had one in that second set where she had a cross court where she can cut it nice and tight, but not that one.
Another chance, and that one hit the antenna. NC State with a 2-point lead. Blue Devils just a little out of sorts.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Like when you're an outside and especially an out of system, you got to make something out of nothing, and you could just tell right there, she's not my best touch right there.
Cropper has found a little rhythm at the service line for the Wolfpack. Zubcevic gets another chance. Makes good on that one. Her 12th kill of the contest. And even when you know it's coming, hard to stop.
Well, and I think it's great, too. Here she was. She just had 2 errors, and they went back a third time, and here is an out-of-system ball. So we're talking a ball from the back row, and she was still able to put it away.
And now Zubcevic has the honor. And a great play by NC State. Gillen-Malveaux kind of went back the wrong way, and what a headsy play by Talia Frankham.
Though this is what's so bad is that like a 10-foot line kill, and then that is also considered a kill. Like, you know what? They still matter.
Doesn't matter how you do it.
That's right.
It's all the same in the box score. Glass setting it up for Wayne. Williams has a chance and drops it home for the Blue Devils.
Taylor Williams using a little bit of finesse right over some big hands on the other side of the net to find a hole.
And how much of a luxury is it for the Blue Devils to have Zubcevic complimenting Williams? Hard to focus on both of those at the same time.
It is. It really is. I think it's a great balance for their offense, especially with Elo in there as well. It's a really great balance and kind of takes the pressure a little bit off Williams.
Tough swing there, but NC State recovers and puts another kill home.
You know, we've talked to a lot of coaches with, working a lot of games. You know, they always talk about how you just can't take one player away, right? And everyone knows on paper, Courtney Bryant, the best player on the roster. But I tell you what, you just do whatever you can to slow her down. You can't stop a single player.
And then an overpass like that is an easy ball for Frankham at the net. But I think they're going to get NC State in the net here, and that's going to give the Blue Devils a point. And a review coming for NC State. The Wolfpack asking for the challenge. So the Wolfpack challenging, as you heard, that there is no net. Our third review of the night. I don't know that watching it live, I saw anyone in the net. We'll get a look at it here.
Oh.
Ooh.
So they were calling NC State in the net.
Correct.
Yeah. I didn't see her touch.
I think this is going to be reversed.
I agree.
But we will wait for the ruling. Coach Megan Wargo-Kearney pretty quick to ask for the review. Basically a free timeout for both of these clubs as well.
That's right.
And Coach Wargo-Kearney was talking to us this week about the little plays and how NC State spent time on some of the little plays. This might be a good example of just converting these little plays. And Brittany, to me,
no doubt.
No net. No, I don't think a net at all.
Yeah, I mean, she noted even this week that they were working on, I loved it. It was called 2-minute drills. I mean, and I can remember doing those when I played volleyball as well. You just kind of get thrown a lot of trash. Like, can you dig this? Can you dig a tip? How do you handle something off a block? And it's just honestly playing volleyball. And they were doing that this week and getting better in those details. And I think it's going to play off here.
And here's the call. And they are going to confirm the call. I think they're saying that maybe the wrist, on the down. So an unfortunate break for the Wolfpack. Frankham does not get the kill on the overpass, and it's a 1-point lead for the Wolfpack. But back to the 2-minute drills and just the little plays that NC State was practicing. Probably good preparation for the way that this Duke team plays. Yeah,
and she noted that the Duke team just traditionally is very scrappy, and I think that was going to have to be a focus for them coming in. They were going to have to dig tips and honestly win the little plays or win some of these long rallies, and that's what's going to separate them, especially in a match like this.
Kerr serves. Hamlin unable to terminate. Big swing from Ring. In the middle for Elo. Ring again. Here's Hamlin. And that time, Dorsey terminates and gives the Wolfpack a 3-point lead. And how about the depth on display for both these teams? A lot of players getting on the court.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it better. So much depth. You can just see Dorsey there getting involved. A nice line ball. Again, just putting the ball all over the court.
Hamlin off the tip. Avery Hamlin picks up her first kill of the night. Hamlin, who had some positive plays for Duke in that second set, gets her first kill here.
Yeah, great job tooling the block there, utilizing the block to her advantage. This is another one, too. Again, working through that outside spot. Duke still trying to find who has, those dominant spots as well.
And a Duke team that's hitting only 182 in the third set. To your point, this might be Jolene Nagel just trying to find a combination that's going to capture some momentum.
That's right. Yeah, I think she is. She's kind of eager of who's going to mesh, what are the correct ingredients, for this team's success. And she does have a lot of talent, and she's definitely working through all those kinks.
Lauren Ingram in for the Blue Devils, the sophomore out of Dallas, making her way back from an off-season injury. It was a big part of the Blue Devils a season ago. NC State by 3 in the third set. Elo with a powerful swing for another kill. 6 kills for Ngazi Elo.
I'll tell you what, that ball is tough to defend. You kind of try to sit on it, but guess what? You're moving to the right just as she is, and she found a gap. How about that? 6 kills for Elo.
And Elo played the majority of the spring season for the Blue Devils as the only middle Duke had, and you're seeing that pay off for Elo and for the Blue Devils. And of course, having Zupcevic isn't a bad thing either.
No, not at all. I mean, with a freshman already coming in with so much impact, she's already had a lot of double-digit kills all season long. How about a great dig right there, and then a nice quick ball.
Zupcevic just cherry-picking that one like a slam dunk for the rookie. All square at 9.
Duke doing a great job taking advantage of getting these side-out points. Don't look now.
And an answer in the middle for Lily Cropper. That's what you love about these Tobacco Road games. They're just so back and forth.
Well, and that was something too, obviously, with talking with coaches. They said it's so hard to even go into Duke and win. It's difficult to come in this arena and win and come out with a win. So you know that has to be something that NC State's thinking about.
Zubcevic. Well, we have one line judge that says tip, one has it out, and it'll be a point for Duke. They do go with the tip. I think that was the right call. No disagreement from NC State. Good crowd here tonight. Well, Friday night action in the ACC, and the 13th service error for the Blue Devils.
Whew.
There's a look at the great crowd tonight.
Look at that.
Easy when you've got these two programs separated by, what, 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah, a nice mix of red and blue.
Great to have you with us tonight. Thanks for spending part of your Friday here with us at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Zubcevic. Cropper sends it over. Now the Blue Devils with a chance. Zubcevic had it tipped, and the Blue Devils have tied it again.
Zubcevic playing with so much energy and momentum right now. She wanted that ball. You can tell, look at that fast set. See, there's only one block. She was able to utilize those hands, but she is playing so quick and fast.
Has just tied her career high with 16 kills.
Amazing.
Back-to-back matches with 16 kills for the rookie. And still plenty of volleyball left tonight. Bryant unable to answer. We'll get another opportunity. Duke in scramble mode. And the Wolfpack comes right back. Jordan Smith has become that steady Eddie for NC State.
Yeah, she has been great. She was calling for the ball, honestly, about 2 possessions ago. You could just tell she wanted the ball. She wanted to put it away. Man, she is a true player.
Only a freshman. Good serve. Gillian Malveaux off the tip. This tightly contested third set. Obviously very important swing set too. And NC State going back to some of their underclassmen. The sophomore Ashley Mullen, the UCLA transfer, back in for the first time since the first set when she got hit by that strong swing from the Blue Devils. And the Wolfpack goes right through the middle once again, and Frankham puts it away.
Yeah, NC State definitely want to see some of their middles get involved. Frankham, you know, been kind of quiet. Give her now just 2 kills on the night. It's been kind of very pin heavy.
Elo in the middle. Macevic off the tip. And once again, the Blue Devils scrappy, finding a way. All tied at 13.
Yeah, their blocking has paid off tonight. It's been a huge presence. Again, service errors aside, they are hanging tough.
Coach Nagel, I think, will be thrilled with the way her team has blocked tonight.
That's right.
That one notwithstanding. And it's a quick turnaround. I mean, another quality team coming in here on Sunday for Duke. NC State having to go to Chapel Hill. Whatever kinks you got to work out, you got to do them pretty quick.
Oh, it's got to be quick, and you got to have quick short-term memory loss and move on, right? You got to have a short film session and then kind of move on. You got to tweak, hone what you need to, and find ways to get better.
Elo with another one in the middle. Ngazi Elo tying it up again for the Blue Devils. Her 7th kill of the night.
I'll tell you what, she's been a huge factor helping Duke kind of with their momentum. She's been great in the middle.
Taylor Williams nearly had the ace. And short-armed into the net by Mullen. And all the momentum with the Duke Blue Devils here at home. It's Duke leading by 1 in this.
Not a system.
See the 8 blocks for the Blue Devils tonight. Taylor Williams trying to add to it at the service line, which has been an issue for Duke. Dorsey to the back row. Elo in the middle. That seems to be where Duke has found a lot of their productivity, is going through the middle this evening. NC State finding more productivity, spreading the wealth around.
Yeah.
And that time it's Dorsey who comes away with the kill to even things up for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, I think NC State has done a great job from their right sides, getting a lot of success too. Obviously, Bryant's doing what she's doing, but they've had to mix it up. They've had to, and their balls are a little bit out of system, so other people are going to have to contribute.
Eliza Villar will serve. Coach was calling her a coach on the floor. They call her Coach Liza. Trying to help coach your team to a third set victory. That one hits the scoreboard. It's still in play. And off the tip, NC State unable to terminate. Good recovery, but the block is big for the Wolfpack. Jordan Smith once again right in the middle of things for NC State.
Yeah, this is a strength for NC State. They're big, tall, long presence at the net, and then that time they were able to put it away.
It's been a game of service errors.
Is it like tennis?
Yes.
Is this tennis? Are we at the wrong sport? Whew, me.
You see all the 13 errors for the Blue Devils.
All you little girls at home, let's keep the ball in, okay? That's what we're going for.
Off the tip, point for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, Rebecca Ring right there, another freshman, 6'2", getting involved. She's another one who came to campus early last spring, getting acclimated. And man, you can just tell it really matters getting these freshmen involved at an early start.
And I think for Ring, they're just looking maybe for more consistency,
Yeah.
which could be said for a lot of freshmen.
I think that'll come through with game experience too.
Hamlin to the back row and able to put it away to tie things up. Avery Hamlin, another talented sophomore, has made the most of her opportunities tonight.
And that's what you got to do. Like when your jersey is called and you get in the game, you just got to be able to contribute. Find a way to do what you can for your team, especially with so many lineup changes.
Bryant, one of the few times she's hit it long. Matter of fact, that's just the second error for Courtney Bryant in what is now 28 attempts.
It seemed a little strange. It seemed a little strange.
Like, wait, did that really happen?
Like, wait, is that her jersey? Yeah, that's her.
And Bryant got a fingertip on that one. Really tough serve there and a hard ball to handle. Credit the Blue Devils for a good serve.
I mean, this is phenomenal. I mean, Duke is able to kind of take advantage right now with this serve.
Wolfpack calls a timeout, trying to regroup with Duke having the 2-point lead late in the third set. We'll have more from
Phenomenal. What, like, literally little girls dream of.
Blue Devils dreaming of a third set victory. NC State trying to win in Durham for the first time in 37 years. But I don't think anybody wearing red and white is thinking about that at the moment. Probably just thinking about trying to get to 1-0 in the ACC. Another service error. Stop me if you've heard that before. And now NC State serving for the tie.
Is that on repeat?
Yeah.
Was that recorded?
Clara Vondren ready to serve. Here's Zubcevic, and I think that breeze past the antenna, it's out. And another point for NC State. Vondren ready to go again. Oh, tough serve that just floated over and blocked. However, it was the Blue Devils called for the violation and a point for NC State. And now the question is, will Duke ask for the challenge? Jolene Nagel wanting an explanation. I think Coach Nagel wants to understand what the call is. Mylan Godshaw will go over and talk to the chair. And now Godshaw will come over and relay the message to the Duke staff. And Duke would take the opportunity for the review. They did call 4 touches there, so Duke is protesting the point of there was no touch to make it a 4th touch. All right, so there's the first touch there.
Oh, that's right.
There was no touch.
No touch
by Gillian Malveaux for the touch 2.
But the chair called, I feel like, the 4th touch.
Correct.
Yes.
When the second touch did not happen.
Didn't happen.
I think this is a good use of a challenge for Duke. One more look here. So there's touch 1 by Godshaw, 10 in blue. And then we think no touch here.
Nope. Looks clean.
And then the second touch is there on the set. And then the attack by Zubcevic here will be the 3rd touch.
That's right.
I'm good. I'm good at that math.
I'm on your team.
This might be another.
That's a fake second touch. Ooh.
You don't ever see the ball change direction. And this.
Oh, this will do it. 1. Oh. Very close.
It is close. And we have looked at this in slow motion 3 or 4 times. Imagine having to look at it in real time and make a judgment call.
Well, and her back was to her, right?
Yeah.
Like that's so difficult.
I say that to say we should give the officials some kudos for the jobs they do, and they get it right more times than they get it wrong.
Oh, look at this view.
I don't know that you can decipher anything there other than I don't think the ball changes direction.
Correct.
Not saying that that's the end-all be-all.
Yep.
However,
look at this.
This might be the best look. I'm going to go no touch here. I don't know what says you, but I say no touch.
No touch.
Okay.
Confirmed. Final answer.
Because we were so good the last time there was a review, we're going to wager again.
No, they want to know what we know, what we think.
But again, a lengthy review, and this is my argument with replay. There should be a limit on how long you're allowed to look at something.
Is this for your sake or the
game
of play?
Everybody's sake. No one came to this game to watch players stand around. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
If you can't tell within 60 seconds, 90 seconds, call stands. Let's move along.
I know. And I've been part of some long ones, and it gets kind of funny when the girls start stretching. Like that becomes a problem. Like when they start like getting cold.
All right, well, let's take one more zoomed in look here. Super slow-mo. I still say no touch.
Yeah, I agree. Wow. Okay, here we go.
And here's
we're moving.
The call is reversed.
Call is reversed. There is no 4th touch. And they will, I believe, just replay the point here. NC State not happy. And close to a card there for the Wolfpack coaching staff. And I can certainly understand the frustration from NC State.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and I think understanding kind of time and score, if you will, like, man, this thing is so close and every single point matters. And yeah, definitely not pleased with that one.
I think trying to make sure that the scoreboard is correct. 20-19, and NC State will serve. Zubcevic to the back row. Vondran there for the Wolfpack. Here's Bryant. Godshaw unable to handle it, and NC State has evened it up.
Yeah, definitely the answer that they needed after that call.
And I think there perhaps some questions about the scoring here. NC State up in arms about the scoring. Jeremiah Godadakis, the associate head coach for the Wolfpack, has been very vocal here in this third set.
So nicely said.
Right now, 20-20, and I think you're seeing the official scores along with the referee making sure they've got all the points correct.
Correct, yep.
Obviously, pretty pivotal moment.
Whew. Yeah.
Right now, tied at 20, even at a set apiece. And I think this goes back to the touch, no touch, where it was called 4 hits. And I was under the assumption they would just replay that point.
Correct. You're exactly right. Because in that moment, that technically could have been a miss whistle. Like
correct.
I mean,
like an inadvertent whistle.
Correct. Correct.
And now they've got it. They've got it correct. It's a 20-19 lead for NC State.
Woo!
Now we're all sorted out.
I hope so. I hope so.
Wolfpack by a point. And back to volleyball.
Was that a 5-minute break?
Felt like it.
Wow.
Terrific dig out by Vondran to keep the play alive. Zubcevic with some power to tie it up. How much fun is this?
A great response from the freshman. I love how quick. How about a career high for the freshman? Ashby doing a great job.
Her 17th kill tonight. And now Zubcevic will serve for the lead. Smith blocked. Bryant gets it back to Smith. Blue Devils scramble one to Williams. Nice play in the back row by Daniels. O'Brien somehow got it over. Headsy play by State. Now, another scramble by Daniels. Bryant off the tip. Here's Williams. And she terminates to give Duke the 1-point lead.
Taylor Williams with a nice finesse over the top of the block. There's been block after block after block. A really great soft touch for the sophomore.
Haven't talked a whole lot about Williams. 7 kills tonight. Came in as the team leader in that category. Bryant, the team leader in kills, adds to it to tie it up.
Goodness. That's one of those, like, when you know she's mad. Like, this has got to be one of those, like, oh, you definitely don't want to be with her kind of one-on-one. Man, she put that one away.
15 kills. All square at 21. Williams off the tip gives the Blue Devils the lead again.
Just really a great read from Taylor Williams. I mean, the momentum is back and forth, and she could probably see that that back line was coming up. It's a really great push ball down line.
One-point lead for Duke. Bryant plays it to the back row. Free ball it over. Now Williams for another one. Taylor Williams, the hot hand for Duke. Timeout, NC State.
3 straight kills for Taylor Williams. Reading so well the other side of the court.
Christina Barrow back in. She'll serve. Bryant tips it over. Wayne, cross court. Good play by Mullen to get a hand on it. Bryant again. Set point for the Blue Devils.
I think the whole bench was excited for that one. It's not often that you block Courtney Bryant. Wow.
Barrows serving for the serving for the set. And it's blocked in that time. Dorsey for NC State fighting through it and trying to quail some of the Duke momentum. And now NC State's got their best weapon at the service line in Courtney Bryant. Bryant, who leads the ACC in aces, 1 ace tonight. Still set point for Duke. And the Blue Devils capitalize. Olivia Wayne terminates. And the Blue Devils take a 2-1 advantage. It's the Blue Devils. I think we know who they're going to try to run their offense through. Taylor Williams starts things for the Blue Devils at the service line. Smith just punches it over and puts the Wolfpack on the board to start the 4th set.
Yeah, you can just see what a fighter she is. She's got a lot of passion, plays with so much determination. You can just see it all over. She's talking out there already, a leader as a freshman.
Vondren has the honor for the Wolfpack. And Hamlin with the attack, but a violation on the Blue Devils. Two 2-0 lead for NC State. I think Hamlin might have started a little too early there. Vondren again. Zubcevic, who already has a career-high 17 kills tonight. Not a bad idea there from Smith, trying to go cross court, just had too much on it.
Yeah, that's a tough one too. When you're going across your body and cross court, got to find a way to kind of cut your hand a little bit.
Here's Elo to serve. And what a powerful swing by Smith. And unfortunate there for the Blue Devils. It got hung up in the basketball stanchion. And NC State out to a 3-1 lead. Whatever was said in the huddle has worked.
She light a fire in him, I know that.
Big swing in the middle, and Gillian Malveaux comes away with the kill. Once again, it's Duke, Brittany, I think, having the most success when they've been able to run through their middles.
Correct, yeah. Their middles are really physical, and I think that it just puts a lot of pressure on the other side. Your defensive coverage has to be so on point, and their middles have been really good.
Right on cue.
Yeah. And there's a reason why she leads this team in blocks. How about this? The freshman, all 6'3" of her, with those pretty painted nails.
Nice response by Duke as well after dropping the first 3 points, and another service error for Duke.
They have gotten few and far between. Can we acknowledge that?
I was getting ready to bring that up. But that's the point. You know,
right.
during the rally where they made their run in the 3rd set, didn't have as many of these errors.
Correct. You're exactly right. So it definitely is in more of their favor. Been a little bit more on pace, serving with discipline.
NC State by 1. Must win 4th set for the Wolfpack. And everyone gets an error tonight. Ashley Mullen short arms that one into the net. Mullen sets it up. A good attack by Dorsey. Rally building here. Williams. Yes. 10th kill for Taylor Williams. 1 of 2 Blue Devils now in double figures.
Yeah, I feel like Duke's doing a really good job, even with their defensive coverage. Right there, they got a ball blocked, but they were able to recover, and Taylor Williams went right back at him for a kill.
Mullen sets it for Bryant, who finds a seam. Every time the Wolfpack needs an answer, Courtney Bryant comes through.
What a tremendous career she has had. Again, finally playing all 6 positions. I mean, that's tough too. There's a lot of endurance when you go from a 3 rotation player to a 6. She obviously has built that and has deserved that position. And she is carrying this Wolfpack team.
Wayne short arms that one into the net. Bryant to serve again. It's been that kind of night for everybody.
Shall we say it again?
Another service error, although not as many for the
That's
Wolfpack.
right. I know. Better.
Only their 6th compared to 16 for the Blue Devils. Christina Barrow served the last couple points of set 3, but has an error here to start her set at the service line. Lost a little momentum, I think, in the building.
We shouldn't have said what we said earlier. Honestly, it's our fault. Let's just go down. Let's just let them know. We'll blame us.
Kerr serves, and dunking it over is Talia Frankham for the Wolfpack. Frankham from nearby Cary, North Carolina. A lot of friends and family here, you would imagine. And gives the Wolfpack a 2-point lead.
And that's what you got to do. You've got to terminate any of those free balls and put them away for easy points.
Williams. Oh, a great play. Kerr gets to it. Bryant with a back row attack. Williams again for Duke. And into the net for Rebecca Ring. You feel like the style that Duke forces you to play as an opponent, it just wears you down. It looks to me like NC State just seems tired.
It's a great point. And I think that is. It's that scrappy play. It's just kind of like, it's just really gritty, right? Like, and it's kind of a little messy, and you're out of system. And I think that's what they've done. They've put NC State on their heels.
And Coach Megan Orgo Kearney told us that. She said, playing North Carolina coming up on Sunday, that's a similar style to what NC State plays. And Duke maybe bucks the trend a little bit in terms of the way they force other teams to play.
Yep, and how they get it done. And it's difficult to play.
Great dig as Wayne keeps the play alive. Big swing by Dorsey. Duke sends it over. At the net, blocked again. Elo to the back row and Bryant. Good rally building. Wayne sends it over, and finally NC State comes away with a point. Maybe that's one of those momentum plays that can get the Wolfpack going.
No doubt. That's one of those long rallies. There's a lot of effort that's being laid out. NC State finally able to pull that one through.
Now Eliza Villar ready to serve. Villar, redshirt junior, didn't see any action last year. Only played in 7 matches as a sophomore. One of those players that you just commend because she's weathered the storm, so to speak. She's worked on her craft and now paying off in her redshirt junior season.
I mean, and it helps so much. I mean, so often too, you do have to pay your dues. You do have to kind of wait your turn, especially with a heavy upper class and a very talented upperclassman. And that's what she's done. And that's what you have to do sometimes. You have to learn the game and get better along the way. Look at this. Again, another great blocking presence from Duke.
10 blocks now for the Blue Devils. Short float serve by Williams. And Smith had it blocked. But the Wolfpack gets the point, leads by 1.
Yeah, I mean, she just powered that one through right there. I mean, she just has so much strength and power. Goodness gracious.
All right, Vondren will serve. Have you worked on your yodel?
No, the breaks haven't been too long.
All right.
Need longer breaks. Need more challenges.
Hopefully we're almost out of those. Oh, what a big block on the swing by Zubcevic, but it works out. Power against power there, and the Blue Devils get the point.
Yeah, she just kind of handled that one through. Tell you what, just for her size, so much power.
Bryant. Oh, just finds the soft spot all the time. Good effort to try to get there for the pancake. But
Yep.
Bryant, I'm so impressed by her court vision and just her discipline.
Yeah, you can just tell too, like she's pretty steady as a leader out there. Look at her, just able to see the other side. Like, hey, if you're able to get to this ball, you're not going to be able to get it up far.
NC State by 1. Duke quickly evens it up. Avery Hamlin, who's come in and played some really nice moments for Duke tonight.
And I think that's what you have to do. Like, if you're a part of the Duke roster, you got to know that when your name is called, I mentioned it earlier, you've got to be ready. You've got to be ready to contribute. Because I think there's a lot of lineup changes and a lot of ways that this team can shake out.
And we talked about culture earlier as it relates to Duke and how Coach Nagel has praised the culture of her team. I am curious if you know that your coach is going to play so many players and you know you're going to have a chance to get in every night, that's got to be good for the culture too.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. And I think you have to know that like every practice, right, depends on if I'm going to be able to get game time and if I'm going to be able to get in to the next match. And I mean, look at that beautiful swing from Ashby going down line. But yeah, I think there's depth. There's a lot of talent on this Duke roster.
And what an effort by Godshaw, unable to put it home. And NC State has battled back to tie it up. This has just been so back and forth all night long.
It really is. Back and forth. Courtney Bryant getting her kills. The block has been on display. Man, this is really fun volleyball.
Ashley Mullen to serve. Mullen, a transfer from UCLA, missed last year due to injury. Thought it was interesting when she was coming out of high school. NC State was her number 2 choice. Opted to go to UCLA. Now is transferred to Raleigh, and a homecoming of sorts, right where she's meant to be.
Yeah, I love that, and that's kind of the grace sometimes the transfer portal and getting that second chance and opportunity and finding a way home.
Zubcevic will serve. Punch to the back row. It comes to Williams. They set Williams again, and the block comes through again for NC State. Dorsey and Frankham again for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, Dorsey doing a great job from that pin, really pressing over. Going to send a lot of balls out to Taylor Williams, so kind of just staying locked and loaded and a great presence.
Bryant serves that one in. A tough serve for Williams to handle. Does so nicely. Gillian Malveaux with a big swing. Malveaux tries again, and NC State off the ricochet rehas the lead.
Block party! How about this? Back and forth, a really strong dig from Brian all the way across. But Rebecca Ring with the hands.
Wolfpack reclaims the lead. But they give it right back.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Because she's finding a way to get it through. I mean, it's one of the most, I love that play in volleyball. I love the slide. It's so difficult to defend.
And obviously the work that Duke did in practice this week with the block really paying off.
It really has. I feel like that they have truly gotten better since last week.
Rebecca Ring with some power. She's put the team on her shoulders here in this 4th set and has given the Wolfpack a 1-point lead. We'll step aside and come back to Cameron with more 4th set action after this timeout on ACC Network Action. Point lead for NC State, and the Pack serving for more. Kerr put it in play, and that's, I believe, a lift called there against NC State.
Wow. Not what I was going to say.
Pardon me, they called an over the net violation. We'll get another look at it. Good call. Yeah.
Wow.
Great look at it by our crew. And what a serve. An ace for Olivia Wayne. 5th ace of the night for the Blue Devils.
Nice little jump float serve. It's one of those deep ones that are kind of tough. You got to know where you are on the court.
Nice play by Elo off the net. It comes to Bryant in the back row, but I think the Blue Devils were into the net there. And Duke's going to ask for a review. Charlotte Glass immediately came over.
I was not in the net.
Looked like Dikembe Mutombo. No.
That was not me.
We're dating ourselves. No one watching knows who Dikembe Mutombo is. And will Duke challenge? They will. So the Blue Devils are asking for a review on the into the net call.
The
Here's a
original
look.
call was a net on Duke. Duke is challenging. There was not a net.
I don't know. It's close.
What is it, on the follow through? Her hand, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That would be the only thing I could
Correct.
decipher. It certainly did not appear that her torso was into the net.
Correct.
We're getting word that the torso was not in the net. It's
Good to know.
Watch the hand here
Yeah, follow
on the
through.
follow
maybe?
through. That's hard to tell.
Yeah.
And
The call is reversed. The net is on NC State.
another great use of a challenge by Duke.
Charlotte Glass is like, I'm telling you the truth. It was not me.
And credit to the coaching staff, too, to listen to the
Yeah.
freshmen and say,
Yeah,
you know
I
what,
love
hey,
that.
we're going to empower you to tell us
Yep.
what you saw.
Correct.
So now Duke leads by 2. That one grazes the net. Tipped over, and Elo puts it home. Duke by 3. And the Wolfpack will ask for time.
Duke with some great momentum right here. Up 3 here in the 4th set. It's really separated them.
Hey, credit the Blue Devils. 11 blocks. They've really taken advantage of that area. They have not taken advantage of the service line tonight, however, as the Blue Devils with another service error. Their 18th of the contest. But Elo, as we mentioned earlier, another one of those really good stories. Didn't play a lot 2 years ago, more time last year. And now, along with Taylor Williams and Zubdovic, has really become a great trio for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and I think they needed, honestly, a really solid choice in the middle. I think you've just got to have that. You got to have somebody where you can get a sure kill, and I think she's been able to do that and establish her confidence tonight.
There's Taylor Williams for Duke. Big swing by Ring. Bryant says, I got it. Back for Ring, and another block. Why not? A dozen blocks for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, it's been the difference maker. They're slowing down NC State, getting them out of system, making them be creative and do other things. But how about back-to-back blocks against Ring?
Smith had it blocked. Smith will try again, hit it long. And NC State calls their final timeout. It has been all Blue Devils over the last
Whatever if she gets a back row attack, but if you're Duke, you want to try to keep her back row.
Tough ball to handle. Smith had it blocked. They'll reset. And that one to the back row. Big swing by Ring. Pulls the Wolfpack to within 3.
Yeah, don't look now. Now Courtney Bryant is back in the front row. Exactly what the Pack need to see if they can take this 4th set away from Duke.
Clara Vondren to serve. Floats one into Williams. Well, that kind of rode up her arm a little bit. As a result, the Blue Devils have to scramble for this one, at NC State gets the point.
It's almost too like if you're NC State and you know Courtney Bryant's in the front row, you know it's almost like your confidence gets a little stronger, right? Like, okay, yeah, we got this. We know we're probably going to get the next few points here.
2-point lead for the Blue Devils. And Gazi Elo drives another one home.
Huge. Elo again from that slide position. And she is lethal from the right pin.
9th kill for Elo. And now the redshirt senior will serve. Villar setting it for Bryant. Blue Devils block it out. And that's exactly what NC State wants to do, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Bryant kind of right on cue. When they need a kill, she's right there. Now they just got to see if they can get another one and another one.
Godshaw on the serve receive. Off the tip, it's out. What seemed like a fairly easy ball for the Wolfpack to handle.
Yeah.
And the Blue Devils lead 22-19.
Well, that was a tough one too. So much power. It was difficult to kind of control it. It went right out of bounds.
Avery Hamlin serves. Bryant hits it out.
A rare error for the senior.
NC State out of timeouts. And Duke 2 points away. Villar setting up Smith, and the Wolfpack refusing to go quietly. Sydney Daniels in to serve. Duke Charlotte Glass back in as well. Critical moments at the service line.
No doubt.
Back row attack by Williams. Up to play it, Makchevich. Tipped again. Big swing by Zubchevich. Bryant goes short and scores for State.
Yeah, Courtney Bryant just eyeing the other side. One-time power, one-time finesse, tying her career high. Give her 20.
Zubchevich with another one.
Wow.
And it is match point for Duke.
Now that's an exclamation point right there.
And fitting, it's Zubchevich who has the opportunity to serve for the match. Set up for Bryant. Dug out by Godshaw. Williams with the right hand. Another chance for Bryant. Zubchevich keeps it alive. Here's Williams. Pinballs around. State keeps it going. Wayne blocked out. And it's the Blue Devils who hold serve on Tobacco Road.
An